Welcome to New Gameplay. Today I'm Kyle Hilliard here with Marcus Stewart. What's up, Marcus?
Hey, I'm doing good.
This is Undermine 2, a game that is currently, in terms of release, just TBA. There is no, specific release date or details about its release, but Thorium gave me a chance to check it out. And Marcus, you got to play a little bit of it too as well, right?
Yeah, you've probably played a lot more than I have, but I've put some time into it.
Yeah, Undermine is a game that I love. I love the original Undermine. It was, for me, the game that kind of broke the levees for Rogue. I guess you could say I was never really a fan of the genre, but the first Undermine really clicked with me in a huge way. It's one of those things I couldn't even tell you exactly why this did so much more for me than other Rogue games. I just loved it. So I was very excited when they announced Undermine 2. It was during the III showcase, right, Marcus?
Yeah, that was a pleasant surprise too, because I'm a big fan of the first game too. I never finished it, but it was another one where, like, I am a roguelike fan, and it kind of came out of nowhere for me at the time that it came out. And I was like, oh, I'll try this, and then dozens of hours later, like, I'm still trying this. This is a really fun game.
Yeah, it was one of those that I couldn't put down. And at a glance, I feel like in a screenshot, specifically a screenshot, you might not you might not see the differences between Undermine 1 and Undermine 2, because in stills it doesn't look radically different. But I feel like seeing it in motion is where it really sings, especially if you were to put the first one side by side with the second one, because the lighting is improved in a big way. The lighting is quite different, and then there's just like more animation. Like, I'm in the shop right now. I'm looking at things. And by the way, this is an early build that they were gracious enough to let us check out. So even in some of these like item descriptions and stuff, you might see like temp, like temporary text and stuff like that. Right. But just know that the final game, they'll fill all that stuff in, right? Gosh, Marcus, I've lost my train of thought. What was I talking about?
Well, I mean, you were talking about some of the like visual differences between the two games, and also just like the animation improvements. And I was going to ask if there was any other, like, I guess, like combat or even just like progression differences that you've noticed so far.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of little things, and then like a big one is, like, there's a jump animation now, for example. Like, you'll see, like, when I'm playing, like, I'm jumping over attacks and stuff like that. The first game did not have, like, you could jump, but there was no actual, like, animation of the character jumping. And now you got this big, weighty jump where the sack sort of seems to fly into the air. It looks really good.
Yeah, he got hops now between the two games. What's his name? What's Mr. Undermine's name?
The peasant, I think, is basic, because like you play as a million different peasants,
Oh, that's true. Yeah. So it's just like the current peasant.
Yes. Yeah. And you play as the idea is you play as a different peasant every time you drop into the mine, and so they have slightly different colors and stuff like that. But one new feature is there are going to be like original characters that you can play as. Like, you'll be able to unlock different characters. Like the peasant's always different, but there will be characters that are like they exist as a singular entity, if that makes sense.
I assume they probably like play differently too. Is that? Yes,
like the prologue, which you and I both played, Marcus, you played as this character. I think her name is Black Rabbit.
Yeah.
And she plays differently, and she throws weapons. I think
she got like a speedy. I actually like her better than the peasant.
Yeah, because she has a dash instead of a jump as well, which is cool.
Yeah, she kind of fits my personal playstyle with pretty much most games of just being quicker and nimbler. But yeah, she's kind of like a preview of like, oh, there are going to be other interesting characters like this.
Yeah, and at this stage in the version we're playing, like, I wasn't able to like unlock her. You probably like find her in the mines and can take her home, and then use her whenever you want.
Well, you were just lobbing bombs. I'm sorry, I just noticed.
Yeah, I got this. Nuts. I got an item that makes me immune to bombs and just like throws them like crazy, which is a very cool and good attack for the boss. Although I don't think I hit him with
Yeah,
a
you
single
didn't, but it
bomb.
looked cool. It was a cool fireworks display.
It looked cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's I was speaking to the guys at Thorium, and that's like something that they want players to figure out. It's like you have a potion that makes you immune to bombs, and you throw a million bombs, and like it almost feels broken in the moment of like, because bombs are this precious item in the game, but to have this position of like, oh, I can just throw a million bombs at once is like, that's the sort of gameplay style they encourage. Like they were telling me that like players in Undermine 1 figured out how to overlap a bunch of abilities and stuff to basically like craft endless potions at a certain point. And they're like, we're all for that. Like if you can figure out how to break the game to almost cheat at it, like we're fine with that. Like that's just fun. That's just being smart. That's just playing smarter, not harder. No,
100%. I mean, this game has always been very like you mentioned, bombs being precious. It's like a lot of resources in this game are like that, where like they're either really expensive, and when you get them, they feel like big deals, and you got to be pretty, choosy about when you're going to use keys and all that stuff. So to sort of like have opportunities to flip down on its head, but like I just have like an absurd amount of this very rare thing, and now I can see like how does this change the game's balance and all that stuff. That sounds super fun.
Yeah. By the way, I'm down to 1 HP. I'm really...
Oh, you're just showing off now. Yeah, it's just down to the wire. But Kyle, how many times did it take you to beat that guy?
Oh, twice. It took me a while.
Okay.
How many times did it take you, Marcus?
I beat it on the first try.
Oh,
yeah. Just
how could you
just
do
saying.
this to me?
and I also had more than 1 HP when I beat him.
Well, we didn't record your gameplay, did we, Mark?
It means it never happened.
Yeah, and there's some stuff that I didn't show in this gameplay because we just wanted to show off a couple minutes of footage and stuff. But like, there's now a place where you can like, in the mines, you can craft like weapons and things like that. Like it's called like a smelter or something. It's like this, you find this room and it's got this giant like lava pit in it, and you can actually exchange keys if you want for like more resources to make things. And then like instead of just sort of a straightforward, like in the last game, like you could save some gold from every run and kind of use it to make your attack stronger, right? It was just like a permanent upgrade. And now what you do is like you upgrade the probability that you'll have like a stronger, you'll find like an axe upgrade early on, like that kind of thing. So like I kept throwing a lot of my my currency into that, and then like I would often like break a rock to get some gold, and like more and more often there would be an upgrade in there, which is kind of an interesting approach to like a permanent upgrade. But I liked it. It was different and just kind of more interesting, if that makes sense.
Yeah, you're basically becoming Domino from X-Men.
Yeah, exactly. That's what they were going for.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's funny, actually. Speaking of Marvel heroes, one thing that they reference specifically is like they wanted to have the equivalent of Captain America's shield in the game, so they added all these tools to allow for ricocheting, so you can like upgrade ricocheting to a point where you can bounce your axe like all around the walls and stuff like that. Just like a lot of fun like little things that it's like they were talking to me sort of breathlessly about their big list of everything that they added, and it was like I was sort of I couldn't even keep up with the notes. I was like, oh my god, there's just so many new little things here that are going to change my approach, and I'm excited to do it. I really have liked what I've played so far.
Yeah, you've disappointed me, Kyle, because there was a gold vein in that room that you passed twice.
Oh, was there? Really? Oh,
I'm
sorry.
sorry. I held my head down in shame. Like, what is he doing?
But anyway, that's Undermine 2, and it's coming at some point. So keep an eye out.
Yeah, I can't wait. I'm excited for it.